Hi friends, today I welcome you on to our presentation on Active Record. In this video, we will talk and explore how Rails uses Active Record to create elegant and simple solution. So join us today on this magical journey of Active Record in Rails. So let us start by seeing what is Active Record. Active Record is a core component of Ruby on Rails framework. It is an object relational mapping ORM tool that simplifies database interaction by allowing you to work with the database using Ruby objects and methods. In other words, it helps you to interact with your database like you would with Ruby objects, making database operational much easier and much more interactive. So there are some key concepts in the object and in using the active record. So migrations and schema are one of them. So let us see what is migration. Migration is required to create a database. Migration defines changes to the database schema. Now what is schema? Schema defines the structure of the database. Together, migration and schema ensure that the database is always up to date and matches the needs of the application. Now here are some few steps to start working on active record in Rails. So the very first step you can see is generating a new Rails project. We need to create a new Rails project. The steps and the commands are given there in this current slide. The second steps is for creating a model and the database. In the third, in your Rails console or in your script, you need to load the Rails environment as shown. In the next step is how to connect it to the database, and the last one is to define your product class. You can just go through this slide. Now let us move to the next one is here the CRUD operation. Now let us start by defining a new object. So we can consider an object called product. Now product is equal to product.new. So here is the CRUD operation, which is for creating an object. It is for reading an object, updating and destroying an object. So you can see the different CRUD operations in this slide here. The next topic is association. Now, what do you mean by association? You can define relationships between models like has many and belongs to, which represent the database association. For example, one to one, one to many. Like a user has one profile and one post has many comments. That is one to one and one to many. There are other many different types of associations which we will see in the next video. Now comes the next topic is the validation and the callback. Now what is validation? We use validation to ensure that the data in our model meets the certain criteria. For example, we can validate that the product name is present and the price is greater than 0. Then comes what is a callback. Callbacks are methods that are called at a certain point in an object's life cycle. For example, you can use a callback to perform actions before or after saving an object. Now comes the scope and query. Query. You can use methods like where to build a custom queries to fetch specific record from your database. Now, active record provides a powerful way to define the scopes and query. Now, where we have to see what is scope. Scope allows the developer to define reusable queries that can be chained together. So as you can see how we can use scopes and queries together in active records. So did you like the magic of Rails here? Do let me know by saying yes or no. In conclusion, Rails uses active record to create an elegant and simple solution by abstracting the complexity of database. Now isn't it something magical? It allows the developer to focus on the logic of the application. This results in the faster development and more maintainable code. In conclusion, Active Record is a powerful tool that helps the Rails to create an elegant and simple solution. By handling the complexity of the database interaction, Active Record frees the developer to focus the logic of the application. With the Active Record and Rails, anything is possible. So this is the reason I call it is the magic of Rails. Do you agree with me? Do let me know. Thank you.